Hi there guys, welcome to another of my live videos. And this is currently my preview for the Swansea versus Manchester United game in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday. So, just to confirm that Jose Mourinho has given us an update on Eric Bailly. Now, we know that the player has been our best defender, since his arrival from Villarreal. And apparently, he has been injured. He has missed the two previous games due to a slight knock that he suffered during international break. But he's a key figure that we're missing, and Mourinho's confirmed he should be back for the Tottenham and Chelsea fixtures. So hopefully, Jose Mourinho said, hopefully he will regain full fitness next week, and he will be playing against Tottenham and they're playing against the likes of Chelsea. So that is a very, very good news. But we've got Rojo still out, has been out for a long time. Ibrahimovic expected to return back in December. Paul Pogba's still out. He's been out for over a month now. Marion Fellaini's still out. And, this is what's costing us. I'm not using it as an excuse, the injuries that we've got for the defeat yesterday against Huddersfield Town. It was a appalling performance, we didn't have that ability. We lacked that ability to break Huddersfield down. We were absolutely outplayed defensively. Huddersfield were absolutely fantastic, and you could say, two defensive mistakes cost us that game. Two defensive mistakes. The first one, Mata loses the ball too easily. Their press, get an attack, and then David De Gea makes a good save. Then Mooney scores and puts Huddersfield 1-up. And then the second goal, Lindelof, absolutely appalling. How does he not head it away? I do not know. So instead, it leaves the ball, lets it bounce over his head, and Huddersfield capitalise and make it 2-0. So that is two defensive errors, in my opinion. Herrera was poor. Thought Lingard was poor in the game, and I think who else? Lindelof atrocious. And Jones had to come off in that game as well. Jones come off in the 23rd minute of the game. He did have a slight injury concern before he got named into the team, but he come off in the 22nd, 23rd minute, and Lindelof had replaced him to play his first Premier League game of the season. I just don't think Lindelof is ready for the Premier League yet, honest to God, I do not know. I said you find out at the end of his tenure if he's worth the money, but hasn't done anything yet this season. Hasn't done anything. When he's played for Manchester United, he has done absolutely nothing yet. And he was the fault for the second goal of Huddersfield yesterday. I thought there was dominant spells in the game. Some players did okay. Matic did good as usual. Valencia did okay. Ashley Young was alright, but his delivery wasn't up to scratch as it has been in recent weeks. Smalling had some shaky moments at the back. Herrera was getting dispossessed far too easily in midfield. And you know how different our midfield is, without the likes of Fellaini and Pogba. And I think Herrera is just not dominant enough in that midfield. I don't think he's creative enough in that midfield. I think he's maybe okay in the midfield three, but when he's just alongside Matic, I think he is poor, is Herrera. And I've got to be quite honest with you on that, guys. So it was a shocker us losing to Huddersfield yesterday. Huddersfield, very, very poor team. It was the first meeting between the two sides since the 1970s. And, first time we lost to them in 65 years. And you're considering, the form we'd been in, you thought we'd have gone there and, won the game. Because this season we performed very, very well. We've scored goals. Lukaku's been doing very, very well. Rashford's been doing very, very well. Matic in the midfield's been doing very, very well. But I said we have lost our momentum and confidence a bit. We've lost our momentum and confidence a bit. In the last 3 games, we have lost our momentum and confidence. We didn't lose at Liverpool. We got a 0 draw, but we played defensively. Benfica, not the most convincing performance, but still got the win. And yesterday, absolutely appalling. I'm going to be quite honest with you. So now we can't let City go too far ahead. They're now 5 points clear at the top. So, from our perspective, now we can't afford any more slip-ups. No titles over yet. It is only October. There's a long, long way to go. I think Manchester United are still in this title race. I'm not saying, it's all over, in October. Because there's months and months to go. And there's a lot of twists and turns to come yet. But we can't afford any more slip-ups. Or City will take even a further lead. Because we saw last season, City, won the first 10 games. They won a 10-game streak. Everyone says City are going to win the league. Didn't happen. Chelsea won the league. So it's still too early to say. But I don't want us, to lose our confidence now. I think we need to regain our confidence. That defeat to Huddersfield hopefully has given us a kick up the arse. And now we expect to start going on a winning streak again. But yeah, it is disappointing. Last 3 games I've not been up to scratch. The performance has not been up to scratch, and I got the signs of last season. Last season when wasn't scoring enough goals, didn't leak many goals, but wasn't scoring enough goals. Some of the performances weren't very, very good. And at the start of this season, we have been playing very, very, very well this season. Let's take that into consideration. Up until the Liverpool game, we were playing absolutely fantastic. But since the Liverpool game, I think we have took our foot off the pedal a bit, and I think they need to wake up the Manchester United a bit and start, putting better performances in. And I think hopefully we can do this against Swansea on Tuesday. But we have got tough games coming up in the league. As next 2 games in the league, we've got Tottenham at we play Tottenham at Old Trafford. I think it's Saturday. Then the week after that we go to Stamford Bridge. They are 2 tough games because both teams, Chelsea and Tottenham, are doing well. Even though Chelsea went 3 games winless. But as I said, Tottenham away from home, especially this season, the record away from home has been absolutely fantastic. So they are 2 tough games, and we could, if we perform like we have been doing, we could at least lose one of them games. So we need to step the tempo up, and perform like we did early on in the season. It's embarrassing losing to Huddersfield, absolutely embarrassing, because they're going to be a team that's going to be fighting for relegation this season. They're a team that doesn't score many goals. And, we got punished, and Marino's admitted we deserved to lose the game. And, I says, it all changed when Phil Jones had been taken off in 23rd minute. Lindelof had to come on. Yeah, but we did have a lot of injury problems, but that's no excuse to go into Huddersfield and losing, because you look, right, how much Manchester United spend in the window on players, how big a club we are. Compare Manchester United to Huddersfield. Huddersfield, small club. Did they spend a lot of money in the window? No. Look at Man United's team compared to Huddersfield Town's team, and that just says it all, doesn't it? But it was 2 defensive mistakes, to be quite fair. But yeah, the majority of players were just poor yesterday. Lindelof atrocious. Smalling looked shaky at the back. Valencia did okay. Herrera, poor. Matic, I thought Matic did good. We did have quite a few chances in the game, but we only had about 3 on target, and that was including the Rashford goal. I thought Lukaku showed good determination to find Rashford to that header to score to get us back in the game, but we didn't show any fight, no desire, no passion, and we just couldn't break Huddersfield down because they played so well defensively, and we need to show more fight, get that urgency back in the team, get that confidence back in the team, and hopefully we can start this getting the confidence back in the team by getting a result at Swansea on Tuesday away in the Carabao Cup. But going into the game with Swansea, I think this has got to be a Manchester United win. This has got to be a Manchester United win written all over it, because early on in the season we did thrash Swansea City by 4-0 at Liberty Stadium. Pretty comfortable performance, but we did score 3 times in quick succession late on in the game, and we wrapped a 4-0 victory up. But you got to say this has got to be a Manchester United win. Last round in the Carabao Cup we beat Burton by 4-1. Swansea this season have played 9 matches, they've won 2, and this is in the Premier League. They've played 9 matches, won 2, lost 5. They've scored only 6 goals, conceded 10, and kept 4 clean sheets in the process of Swansea. And we know over recent years we haven't had a fantastic record against Swansea, especially under the Van Gaal era. We had a pretty bad record over Swansea. They have beaten us quite a few times with Swansea. When Sigurdsson used to be there at Swansea, he used to have a good goal scoring record against us. But for me, this is going to be a Manchester United win. But yeah, we've got Lukaku, who's got 11 goals in all competitions. He hasn't scored in 3 games now for us. He hasn't scored in 3 games now for us. We've got Rashford, good positive. Rashford's got 7 goals now in all competitions this season for Man United. Matic, he's still awaiting his 5th goal, but he has come close on quite a few occasions of scoring as Matic, because he's absolutely dominant in that midfield, is Matic. We've got, Bailey, who scored his 1st goal for the club against Swansea in the 4-0 victory on the 2nd game of the season. But I said Bailey is expected to return for the Tottenham and Chelsea game, which is good news. He's unsure about Pogba, Jose Mourinho. Is Fellaini, don't know. Ibrahimovic expected to return by December. So we have got a lot of injuries, don't forget. But it's nothing to do with the Huddersfield result. There was no excuse for that. 2 defensive errors, you could say, cost us that game. Very, very cost us that game. But Huddersfield fighted hard. They were fighting hard to protect their 2-1 lead they had. And they did it very, very well. Every time come forward, they were making vital interceptions, important blocks. You know what I mean? And Huddersfield fighted for their lives and they deserved the victory. And with no arguments about that. But we can't afford any more slip-ups. You know, the way Manchester City are playing, you know, the class of their team. We can't afford any more slip-ups. We can't let City, you know, go in an 8 point, you know, 9, 10 point lead, even though it's early days, but you still can't allow it to happen because it is hard to bring that back, you know, the way that Manchester City are playing. Chelsea were winless in 3, but they did beat Watford 4-2. Watford haven't done bad this season, but Chelsea got their first victory in 3 games. But yeah, going to be an interesting game, this Swansea game. They've got the other, let's have a look at the fixtures. But I do, you know, I think, you know, Manchester United is still on course. We had a blip. The last 3 games of performances have not been up to scratch, and we've lost the confidence a bit. We lost the momentum. You know, is this all to do with what the other day said about Jose Mourinho maybe going to Paris Saint-Germain? I don't know. But let's go into a bit of the Swansea Manchester United. We're there. We can get onto it. Yeah, so yeah, gonna be an interesting game. I think Man United. I presume we're gonna win the game. We need to win this game. We are the FL Cup winners. We are the holders of the tournament. It's not gonna be as easy as we think going to Swansea. We did destroy them 4-0 early on in the season, Swansea. But you've got the likes. I think you know. I think Arsenal at home to Norwich. Arsenal at home to Norwich. I think Chelsea have got Everton. Um, Manchester City. I can't remember who they got. Did they get Wolves? Manchester City. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Carabao fixtures right there. So yeah, you've got it here. So you've got Arsenal, Norwich, Arsenal win, Bournemouth, Middlesbrough, Leicester, Leeds, Swansea, us, City, Wolves. So you really especially the big teams, you'd expect them to go through to the next round. You know, you would definitely. You've got Wednesday, Chelsea, Everton, and then you've got Tottenham and West Ham. So for me, I think Tottenham through, Chelsea I'd say through, City through, us through. Leicester, Leeds, I'd say Leicester. Bristol City, Palace. Don't know about that one. Bournemouth, Middlesbrough, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Norwich, Arsenal. So I think in the next round for definite, it's going to be Arsenal, City, probably us, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Tottenham. So yeah, you say the big teams have got pretty easy ties, so you presume they're going to be in the next round in the Carabao Cup. So anyway, guys, that's just my preview for this game. Drop your comments, likes below. Manchester United do need to win this on Tuesday. And then we've got to go back on that winning spectrum, get a result against Tottenham, try and go to Stamford Bridge and at least get a draw or get a result. And we can't afford any more slip-ups now. We cannot afford any more slip-ups. We know it's only October. The title's not over yet. There's a long, long way to go. There's twists and turns to come yet. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'll be worried if Manchester United were to carry on these bad performances and lose or draw, then I will have concerns. I had concerns about the performance yesterday, but I am disappointed. But even though it's early on the season, there's still twists and turns to come. If we do this in the next 3 games if we do this in the next 3 games, draw or lose, then I will have concerns. I don't mind us winning and we're not performing very, very well. If we win and we don't perform, it's good. It's not good with the based on the performance, but it's still good that you've got the win. Like we did in the Benfica game, wasn't the most convincing performance, but we still end up getting the win. So Jose Mourinho's still looking to address our team a bit more. He's still looking to add another midfielder in. We definitely still need a creative winger in the team. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. And yeah, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on my channel. Subscribe to my channel as always, and take it easy. And I'll see you later. Take care, guys. Bye.